90% of non-vegetarians can guess what I'm making. This is that one dish that comes to your mind whenever we talk about chicken and Indian food. Today let's make an air fryer tandoori chicken, and I'm never gonna say this is restaurant style because it can never be. It's not made in a tandoor, but it's pretty damn good. So if you have an air fryer at home, try out this recipe because ye kamal hai. Okay, let's begin. I've got chicken legs over here, the thigh and the drumstick. I'm just gonna make some cuts on it and just place it into a bowl. This will be like our first marination, which is just simple lemon juice and some salt. Just add this over the chicken, toss it up, and just leave this aside for 5 to 6 minutes. Now before we make the tandoori marination, let's make the bhuna besan. This is an absolute crucial ingredient if you're making a good tandoori marination. Basically gonna heat up some oil, can be mustard oil or regular oil, along with some bay leaves and cinnamon. Add the besan to this, and slowly on very low heat we're gonna start roasting the besan. It almost looks and feels as if we are making a roux. The bhuna besan actually gives a nice nuttiness to the marination and also gives this nice charred coating, which actually works very well for tandoori chicken. So just take this out into a bowl and let it cool off. Now since I'm not using any food coloring for this, I've just fried some Kashmiri chilli powder and a little bit of oil, which I'm going to be using for the marination. Another thing you need is some hung curd. Just get all of these together. Now I'm going to take a wide bowl. Into that goes the bhuna besan. Add the hung curd to this along with some ginger garlic paste, some green chili paste, Kashmiri chili powder, tandoori masala, cumin powder, some degi mirch powder, chaat masala, mustard oil, cumin powder, black salt, a good squeeze of lemon juice along with that chili oil that we had prepared, and just mix all of this together till it's nice and smooth. Make sure it gets really nice and smooth. And into this we're going to add the chicken legs that we had kept on the side. Just add the chicken and just apply the masala all over the chicken. Let it get into all the cuts that you have made. You can actually add 2 more pieces to this, but I just had 3 chicken legs at home. I'm going to take this out into a smaller container because this is going to marinate for 24 hours. Minimum you need to keep it for 5 to 6 hours, but I think I'll just leave it overnight because the flavors will just get deep into the chicken. And that's something I really think about whenever I eat tandoori chicken out, how long they have marinated it. So this goes into a fridge. 24 hours later, you can see all the masala has really stuck to the chicken. We're going to prep it to smoke now. Into a katori, some whole spices along with the hot piece of coal. Just add some ghee to this and cover this. I'm just going to smoke it for 2 minutes, not more than that. Otherwise it gets too overpowering. And finally it's ready to air fry. Now the air fryer that I have is slightly different. It's an oven and an air fryer together. So I have to keep a rack so that the air kind of circulates. This isn't a problem in the basket air fryers. You can just place it inside the basket. Just make sure the marination is spread over the chicken while you place it. And finally, this is ready to go into the air fryer. In total, it takes about 18 minutes to cook the chicken in the air fryer. But I'm going to take this out in 10 minutes, brush it with some butter, flip it over, brush it with some more butter, and then pop it back in the oven to char nicely. Make sure you get a really nice charring happening over the chicken because obviously that is iconic to tandoori chicken. And in just a few more minutes, this is done as well. Last few steps, brush it with some more butter, and finally I'm just going to sprinkle it with some chaat masala. And obviously for the aesthetics, silver foil piece to cover up that bone. Serve this really nice and hot, and if you're making this, make that green chutney because it absolutely pairs with the tandoori. And I hope you guys try this recipe out. I've also shared the detailed recipe in the description below. And if you're watching it till here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, like the video, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye.